Hello everyone! I hope you are doing well and keeping fit. Today, it's the outdoor fitness which is in the spotlight. The proposed exercises are adaptable to the pole or at home or at the gym. I have chosen to offer you this fitness tutorial while sharing with you the beautiful environment in which it was produced. I enjoy outdoor sports sessions, first of all for the benefit of exposing my body to temperatures ranging from 5 to 10 degrees in the evening and in the morning. Also, it improves the cardio, and what better than to do it in the contact with the sea air. It takes about 20 minutes of running at a good pace to get to the sport complex. It is without recalling that cardio is an important element for the dancers and pole dancers. It is without recalling that cardio is a very important element of the dancers and pole dancers' sport skills. Also, I like to change pace in my sports practice to continue to live new experiences and get new results. For those who like anecdotes, I shared with you a little philosophical and bonus that could inspire you. Above all, do not hesitate to opt for change and the unexpected to surprise your body to open it to always more adaptation and strengthening. The introduction closed, let's set off for a fresh and energizing fitness tutorial. Put on your shoes and let's get started. To run well and practice a bit of bodybuilding, you will need at best a nature space or a treadmill and an outdoor field or a weight room. In my case, I choose to run along Tel-Aviv's beach promenade and climb up to the sports complex near the Hilton Hotel. This race represents about 20 minutes of a good pace. To be warm, I put on a good legging, wasps to always keep my ankles warm, a large warm sweater, an armbag for my phone, sports glove to keep my hands warm, and a cap to keep my forehead warm. I do not clutter myself with a bottle or any other object to carry. If you don't have a water fountain on the way, then it's up to you to see how you can take a bottle with you during your run. I will then choose a feed that allows me to perform bodybuilding exercises of all kinds. So, preferably a sports complex, but a children's playground may be enough. The important thing is that you find catches of all kinds to allow to do your session effectively and creatively. Stand in front of a bar or a railing. Move your feet away from the bar to lean forward. Stand up pointed toes to intensify the work of the legs and feel better the plank. Place your hands on the bar with an opening a little wider than your shoulders. Engage your abs. Perform a dynamic pulling motion by pushing yourself slightly away and catching up on the bar. With each pull, strengthen your points and your abdominal belt every time you catch up. To develop your musculature, do not hesitate to change your hands position on the bar. First, evaluate your ability to catch up. The further away your hands are, the more intense it will be to push you away. So, at this point, you can keep your hands on during the pull-ups. Tune in and stay focused on your body's overall strength through each pull. To finish this set of pull-ups, you can finish with small intense pull-ups. Repeat this set at least 3 times. And since you have warmed the abdominal belt well, let's continue by targeting it more. If you have access to an abdominal exercise chair, sit, blocking your feet. Otherwise, find a way to block the feet to perform the abs in thrust. Take care to bring the hips inward by contracting the glutes so as not to generate any tension in the lumbar region. Perform a push, keeping your arms in the air to help with each return. To intensify the muscles engagement, stay back and perform a few small pushes and continue in a series of complete pushes. To get the obliques, you can orient yourself to the right and the left by going up. Repeat a series of a few small pushes. Rest a bit and calm your breath for the next series. Release one foot and stretch the leg. Make sure that the lower back is well rounded, the hips inward and glutes contracted. Perform the abdominal thrust by bending the leg and bringing it back to your chest, and then stretch there when you go back. Ditto for your arms. When you are back, stretch them out, then bring them back to you as you go up. Perform this series by changing legs. Rest a bit and calm your breath for the next series. Always orienting your pelvis well inward and contracting the glutes, both feet immobilized, perform a circular movement back and forth. Then rotate inversely. Lie on the exercise chair or flat on the ground by grabbing an object that will withstand the pressure of your body weight. Place the lumbar against the chair or floor so that the hips are pulled inwards. This allows a deep abdominal belt engagement and, above all, avoid unwanted tension in the lumbar region. Raise both legs by stretching them and push the hips by opening them. This return is done with the leg apart or joined to move away again during the hips push. The idea is to point the feet as much as possible toward the ground in order to fetch the abdominal in depth. The more you perform this movement by going far or slowly in the movement, the more you will also use the strength of the arms and shoulders. We will appreciate our theater friends who come to play with the lens. Join your leg stretch high again and perform a series of scissors with your legs to finish this set. Repeat at least 3 times. Try to change the cadence or insert other movement to intensify the set. Stand in front of a bar or railing. Get on your knees, taking care to align your knee with your ankle. Grab the bar with your palms in the direction of the sky. Engage the strength of your biceps and abdominals to keep you straight. Always remember to improve your grip on the ground with your toes, as if you want to hang the floor. You will feel more contact and strength during your repetition. Tilt your hips slightly inwards to induce as much weight as possible on the carrier leg at the level of the glutes. Engage a set of pushes on one leg while ensuring a good abdominal engagement. Take your time to feel the movement well and finish the set with small pushes. Then, fortunately, we only have 2 legs. Move on to the second set. Perform this set 3 times if you have the courage. This exercise isn't easy. Adapt the pushes, intensity, and repetition to your level to progress smoothly. Still position in front of a bar or railing. Place your feet under the bar, arm outstretched. Put yourself in a sitting position by aligning your knees with your ankles. Start performing small pushes by the strength of your legs and glutes only. After a small series of pushes, move your body from the left to right on few repetitions and then resume the small pushes. An intense set, by its slowness and the concentration of movement on a short range. Try this 3 times, if you still have strength, but save a bit for the final set, the whole thing. Well, this is my favorite set because it marks the end of my training, but especially come to seek my last strength at all levels. Always position in front of a bar or railing. Grab the bar with your palms in the direction of the sky. Spread the legs to push the hips toward the ground. Engage the strength of your toes for maximum contact with the ground. We will work the strength of the thighs, abdominals, and arms in opposition to the weight of the hips that pulls toward the ground. Perform a pull towards the bar, then quickly change the position of the hands, so dynamically reversing the orientation of the palm towards the ground. Cushion the weight of the hips on the return with all the strength of your body. You will feel the back muscles engage differently depending on the position of your hands. You will also feel a strong flexion of the abdominals depending on the depth of your squat. Be sharp when you change your hands position, as this is done between 2 intervals in which you are no longer in balance but literally swept away in a rocking motion. Keep the strength to get up, because if I had to mention one mistake to avoid, it will be to never empty your energy tank to allow you to get up safely at the end of your repetition. Sometimes you want to let yourself go, to let go if you're close to the ground, but that's a mistake, especially after an intense set like this. Your muscles need to return to a relaxing position while properly flushing out toxins. Do you see this atypical place? Enjoy these 2 hammocks to relax. And the originality of this public musical instrument, if I can name them like this. This is just 30 meters beyond the sport complex from which this tutorial was produced. Do you know how long it took to find out? 2.5 years. For the short explanation, as you could see at the beginning of the video, you must first venture through a slope that leads to nowhere and then continue on the hill and discover the sports complex. I went there during COVID and then I forgot about this place. And then I went there again to recover from a COVID infection. Funny, isn't it? One of these days of training, in such a bad mood, but open to eventualities, I felt the need to lie down in the grass a little further to relax. Finally, after 2.5 years, I crossed the mysterious 30 meters that I ignored until now to discover the corner of a paradise that awaited me. Do you understand, friends, that only your mind decides a point of arrival because it never really exists? There are only stages and treasures waiting for you along the way, as long as you are open to it and your road still seems to be under construction. Take risks, initiatives. It is to summon fate to show you the treasures of life. Sometimes it still takes a few steps, not suffering, not merit, not labor, but just in confidence and let it go. In dance, we call it freestyle. Stay tuned to yourself. Dare to be who you are, not thinking about it, but in the very moment when your intuitions guide you to the unknown, to the path in perpetual construction that is yours. Dear friends, I wish you a good workout in nature's or in your favorite place. Share your feedback with the community, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, like, share, you know what to do. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you soon for a new tutorial.